And we're back. It is Sofa Survivors. We're here. We're back. We're talking about season 50, episode 7. I am your gracious host, Tom Sofa.
And I'm the other one. I'm Mike Tomato.
And we're going to give it to you straight or gay, depending on who you're listening to at the moment.
I'm going to give it to you so non-binary. You bitches are going to be quaking.
Yeah, it's going to be confusing for everybody.
Your they-thems are going to be shaken.
So this episode is called That's Not How I Play Survivor. This is a direct quote from our guy, Coach. He says this in the episode.
Right.
Before we get in, Mike, what'd you think about this episode? Thoughts? Because I feel like I've teased bringing up the show a little bit to you today, and I feel like you've been very reserved
Yeah.
and wanting to save something, and I got to know what it is.
Yeah.
You've been reserved about Survivor today.
Yeah, I have.
Usually I bring it up and you have a little bit more to say.
Yeah,
but today you've been.
I was kind of saving it for the pod.
I appreciate that and
Yeah.
respect it, but I can tell, and I got to know what you're thinking.
So my initial thoughts on the episode was
without giving too much away.
In the beginning, even though spoilers, there will be spoilers later on in this episode.
100%.
I thought the mega merge was fine. I thought it was going to be more messy than it was, but it ended up being fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
So that was one note. And then I'm really falling out of favor with Coach.
Yeah.
And I'm still losing favor with this show because, again, it seems like okay, so from my previous Survivor experiences, I come from season 1, 10, and what did we watch, 19?
You've never gone past 20, I think.
Yeah.
Or past, maybe we started 23. I don't know. I think you haven't gone for sure you haven't gone past 25, and now you're watching 50.
Yeah.
Huge change.
So my home base of Survivor mentality is very much like season 1 through 10 coded. So when I'm watching these guys on the beach in Patagonia sweatshirts with full water and none of them are struggling for food, I'm just watching. It feels like I'm just watching Big Brother on an island.
Yeah.
And that's just where I'm at. I need the survive.
Okay.
I need the survival aspects of Survivor. I want the girls to struggle for rats. I want them to have to fight for rats. I want that kind of experience because right now I understand it's a social game and that seems just to be where the show has gone these past decades. But the title of the show is Survivor, and I feel like we've lost that.
Definitely, we've lost that. to an extent. The show does have some golden characters that are playing the game true, in my opinion. But in the general, scheme of it all, I would agree with you. I would agree with you completely. We have lost our way. And the game has just evolved in a way that you just couldn't quite see coming.
Right. So that's maybe what I'm looking for. I would love to kind of as we're approaching the middle of season 50, I would love us to kind of go back to the origins and take us there.
Yeah.
Personally.
I'm personally begging for more gameplay aside from there needs to be more gameplay during rewards. There needs to be more gameplay during the off time that's not just right before tribal. And yeah, I don't know. But I am enjoying. I did think that this was a decent episode. Generally speaking. Come up.
Out of all 7, this is probably top 3.
Top 3 or 4 for sure. So yeah, let's kind of just get into it. Let's set the scene. We got 14 players left in the game. There's Jonathan, Ozzy, Suri, Steph, Aubrey, Emily, Tiff, Christian, Coach, Chrissy, Devins, D, Riz, G-O-D, God, and Joe. The players that are out are Jenna, Kyle, Savannah, Q, Mike White, Angelina, Charlie, Genevieve, Camilla, and Kobe. Harry, go on your spot. Lay down.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
will play with you later.
You're getting yelled
You're a good
at.
dog. No, leave it. Harry, go on your spot. All the way.
In trouble.
All the way. You're a good boy. Sorry about that, listener. um So yeah, where we left off, the blood moon just happened. 3 players went home. Idols are pretty much well known throughout. Everybody,
Everybody knows everybody.
people are talking for the most part. Advantages aren't fully known throughout, but idols for the most part are, spoken about and people know what's going on.
Yeah. And Aubrey seems to be like the talk of the town at the very beginning of this episode. Everyone's like, Aubrey has an idol. Aubrey has an idol. Did you know Aubrey has an idol? Hey,
We
did you hear Aubrey has an idol?
Yeah, so first we start off with Tiff being upset that she was blindsided. Uh she was blindsided when who went home? Uh,
Camilla.
Camilla, yeah. She was blindsided by Camilla. But she chooses to play it cool, and then she has like a wicked confessional where she is just letting it
Losing
all
her
out.
mind.
It's great. Great. She calls Jonathan a lying skank
Skank.
in that confessional, which I thought was great.
It's Mean Girls.
Totally clean though. I think it's a fair thing to do.
You know the scene where Regina, like she comes back after she finds out she's meeting the gainer bars,
Yeah.
and she's just screaming, and she's like, "You can't trust skank whore."
Yeah. the At the time the Pink Tribe then comes back after Tribal, and they just pretty much say Genevieve went home. They just let kind of each tribe know who went home. Aubrey said she forgot to play her idol.
Sure, Jan.
Um,
Sure.
and because that she says that she forgot, everybody passes that info along. Christian tells the fucking world, and everybody's just like, Aubrey forgot her idol. Aubrey forgot her idol. Aubrey forgot her idol. And that was kind of crazy, but I just think it's so stupid how Aubrey acts about it. She should have just been like, I knew I wasn't going home, so I saved the idol.
She later in the episode, she does in her confessional be like, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said what I said, but I said it."
But yeah, we'll get into more of Aubrey and her weird feeling about the idol later. But in my opinion, if everybody knows that other people have idols, why is she the only one that's worried about playing?
And help me understand this Billie Eilish boomerang bullshit. So the person gets the idol, and then they give it to somebody, and then that person uses it at tribal, and that's a false idol, because when they use it, it goes back to the person who originally found it.
No, you don't know. You're confused. If Aubrey got voted out and did not use the idol,
Yeah.
then it goes back to Christian.
Okay. But if she used it,
It's burned, it's over.
got it. Okay.
It is over. And low key, that means that there's another idol that's going to be put out there. I don't know how it would work with the boomerang at this point, or if it'll just be a regular idol. But low key, another idol should be available to be found
Okay.
at this point.
The Mr. Beast game idol.
Could be. I don't think
The Mr. Beast Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory idol.
so. The final tribe comes back, and Coach said it was an honorable send off for Kobe. Jonathan and Coach reconnect. They toss D's name out as a dangerous player. I got a Coach quote here. You want war? I'll roll up my friggin' sleeves and wage war on you people.
Again, not a real person. I appreciated this moment though, where Dee and Jonathan are kind of like going at each other. Meanwhile, Coach is just Jay chilling in a hammock right in between them. That's pretty great. I did appreciate that moment.
Dee's upset that Jonathan flipped, and she calls him on it and tries to take a walk with him to kind of clear the air. But Coach, Jay chilling in the hammock, as you just mentioned, mentions to Dee very publicly how she doesn't trust him and how he thought they've been playing the game together since day one. Dee literally says, "We're all fucking lying to each other. What are you even talking about? Like, why? Why?"
Correct.
Fair. Jonathan then piles on to Dee and asks if Dee is even being honest with him. Have you been honest with me, Dee? Have you really? Tell him about Charlie. Tell him.
I just wanted them to fuck so badly.
You think there's sexual tension.
I did. Yes. Did you not?
I don't know. People gather with popcorn and watch the drama pretty much. Um, Another coach quote, "If you bite me, I will obliterate you. If you're going to play this type of game, you ain't going to win Survivor." And then after it all kind of cools down, coach goes, "I'm going to come up with some haikus about the situation." I got the haiku. You ready?
Oh yeah. Hit me with it.
Betrayal all around. Nobody tells the truth like coach. War has been declared. And then he goes, "Ha, did you hear it, you guys? Did you hear it?"
He's like talking to himself, and it's just.
And then he goes, "That was a good one." Everybody's like, "Good job, coach. You can count
You know
syllables."
what's a major red flag for me? And I kind of talked about this. I don't know how many podcasts ago, maybe 1 or 2 podcasts ago, where I talked about the skinny black person to anime pipeline.
Yes.
Um, Coach, to me, again, this is like what happened. He's a prime example of what happens when you think some other culture is where you need to be in life, and you deviate your entire personality to fit this one culture that you actually don't really know much
Here,
about.
chill.
And that's what I'm witnessing. I feel like I'm witnessing coach who like maybe got like a whisper of Japanese culture and and that has now assumed his entire personality.
Yeah, he's also a little bit country. He's a little bit rock and roll too.
Because again, I'm not Japanese, but I also don't know many Japanese people that
Like it's not just like I feel like
are
he's like
super
old Chinese. Like it's all.
weird.
He's mixing them up too.
He's weird, man.
He is. I think it makes him feel like he's wise.
I get like yeah, for sure, for sure. But I don't know, dude. Like I get weird vibes from this guy. Like I feel like in 10 years we're gonna find out that he was like a predator.
We'll see. I just think that he's just a nut.
For sure. That's a guarantee.
Day 14 comes about. Ozzy and Rizzo come back from exile, and they are shocked to hear about the blood moon. Coach goes to Rizzo to invite him to the Four Horsemen, as one does.
Right. So now we're getting Christian iconography involved. What?
Kind of crazy. To replace Kobe. And Rizzo says, "I'm down. I'm down. Whatever you say, coach, I'm down." Even though Rizzo knows that's not like he's just stroking his ego a little
He
bit.
immediately shades him in his confessional, saying like, "Why would you tell me this? Like that's so stupid or something."
Yeah, it tells him that he's like replacing Kobe and this and that.
Yeah.
It really is so stupid. But coach is coach. Coach is coach through and through. Rizzo and Suri reconnect about, their throuple. And I thought it was kind of funny. They go, "We like to call ourselves Suri's Wizard of Oz."
Cute.
I thought that was funny.
Real cute.
That was interesting. I like that. Rizzo finds out from Emily that she knows about his idol. So he asks her how she found out about that. And she says, "D told me." Emily can't keep her fucking mouth shut. Of course. Emily just blew up D's whole game right there, by the way.
Correct.
100%. Because D could have been in with Rizzo and gotten coach out. Like it could have flipped, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Emily completely blew up the game. Crazy. Um, Rizzo confronts D. D then lies.
But D knew that she fucked up because D knew that she shouldn't have told Emily.
Yeah, D starts backtracking to Jonathan and to Tiff to let them know that Emily spilled the beans, that she can't be trusted, that bitch.
Yeah.
A boat then shows up and says that someone has to go on a journey. I thought it was so weird. Chrissy was just like, "Let's all put our shot in the dark in a
I
bag."
thought that was actually a pretty fair way to do it.
But like, there might have been somebody who would have been like, "I want to go." And there,
Didn't seem like it though.
I don't know. Either way, Steph got chosen.
He did.
Good for Steph. She goes on the journey. She pulls up. It's kind of like a physical challenge type thing.
Ish. Yeah, an endurance challenge.
Yeah, and you just got to stand, hold your arm up, and
For an hour.
while water drains out of this barrel, And once the water fully drains, then this pot that's hanging, being held by the water, drops and shatters. And it'll happen in an hour. So she just has to hold her arm up for an hour, which is weird,
Yeah.
honestly. Kind of like easy.
Yeah.
Like not like uncomfortable, yes.
For sure. But
But like
bad TV.
bad TV, waste of time. Stakes should have been higher in some way.
100%.
Anyway, they gave her. She did it. She got an extra vote out of it.
Well, she can steal a vote.
I'm sorry. She got a steal vote, which is even better than an extra vote.
Yeah.
She goes back to the and she has like this whole moment about, oh well, I dislocated my shoulder, so I
Well,
have
they
to use
showed the video.
Yeah, it was intense.
That's crazy.
I know. And they put it back in.
Yeah, and then she went
in
back in.
Yeah, I know. She's a badass.
Fucking badass.
Yeah. I mean, we watched. Well, no, that was the
That
season.
was
We haven't
yeah.
watched that season yet. She goes back to the tribe and she lies about what happens, as
And it's a
I would too.
terrible fucking lie.
She does lie pretty poorly, but she does it okay. She
Suri clocked it immediately.
Serena's ball.
Okay.
But she literally just goes, "Yeah, I had to just make it 30 minutes without it dropping, and then I get to keep my vote, and if I got it past an hour, I got an advantage." She said I made it past the 30-minute mark, didn't get it any further than that, and so she just got to keep her vote. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
As you said, Suri clocked it.
Immediately. They go to the watering hole.
Immediately. Go
And
ahead.
I think Steph was just like, yeah, of course I got an advantage, you bitch.
Literally.
And so, which I love. Like, I love, like, when people call each other bitches. I feel like
Oh,
that is a sign of, like, good friendship.
That great friendship, and then, like, not only is Suri just she just knows ball. Steph is brilliant for just, like, confiding in Suri, because that's the girl you want. Because if she can be in on the vote a little bit with Rizzo and with Ozzy, they have so many advantages now and idols
Literally, yeah.
between all of them.
Because
It's crazy.
Suri's got an extra vote.
Yep.
Ozzy has an idol.
Rizzo has an
and
idol.
Rizzo has an idol. And now Steph has another vote. A steal vote.
Steal a vote. But the thing about the idols is they can't be used on other people. So they are a little bit weaker.
But they could give their idol to somebody else if they wanted to.
No.
No?
Not the Billie Eilish boomerang.
Oh, okay.
Strict. You can only use it on yourself.
Okay.
Otherwise, they would have way too much power, I think. But yeah. We get a reward challenge, which then moves into an immunity challenge. Okay. This challenge, you divide into 2 groups of 7. You race to dig up a massive boulder, roll it through obstacles where you grab keys, use those keys to unlock the gate. And then you got to keep maneuvering through the obstacle course to reach a tall platform, climb onto this boulder to get to the top of the platform. Then 2 tribe members must solve a survivor puzzle. First tribe to finish gets Chinese takeout as a reward. And then the winning tribe gets to participate in an immunity challenge. And then they draw for rocks, and then they have a schoolyard pick.
I like the schoolyard pick. I kind of wish we got to watch that.
That's the only thing. Why in the world would we not get to see that?
Yeah, why would
Who
you do a
cares?
schoolyard pick and then not let us see it?
At least show us who gets picked first in line.
Right.
Like, or first and
or just
fifth.
who the captains are, right?
Yeah. They should have, like, it's just weird that they don't show any of
I
it.
was so perplexed by that.
I'm not
because, like, that's a moment for TV, because then you have somebody who goes back to tribal and being like, they picked me last, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? But we got none of that. So maybe they ended up not doing that and everyone just went to designated team. But I personally didn't really care for this challenge very much.
Okay. I thought it was solid.
I thought it was classic Survivor, but I wanted to know how heavy their boulder was, but they didn't tell us. Didn't seem that heavy.
Yeah.
It seems like Jonathan did everything for his team.
So first, let's just talk about the group. So there's 2 groups. There's pink and blue. On the pink group, there's Jonathan, Suri, Chrissy, Rizgod, Tiff, Aubrey, and Coach. On the blue, There's Ozzy, Devins, Christian, Emily, D, Steph, and Joe. One thing I like about this is everybody participates. Nobody's sitting out.
Right.
That's the first thing that I'll say that I like. This is not one where, 15, we've got 15 players, so it's going to be 7v7 and one person sits out, doesn't participate. Everybody was part of this challenge. So that's good for me. Um, and yes, that is the thing about the boulder. They didn't say how heavy it was.
Didn't look very heavy.
Didn't look very heavy. Joe did it by himself. Joe is a beast. They start this challenge off. And
Oh yeah, like pushing it out of the hole.
yeah, Joe
Yeah.
goes straight to pushing it out. The other team doesn't. And like maybe they don't need to tell us how heavy it is. Whatever.
It's
Like
probably like 50 pounds.
I can get past it. What I can't get past is Jonathan not thinking to try to push it out before digging like Joe did. Only because Jonathan, I think, is much stronger than Joe.
I don't know.
And
Joe's a firefighter.
I know Joe's a firefighter.
So like beauty muscles versus practical muscles is very different.
I don't know. They're both strong.
Like Jonathan, I think is very pretty, but I think his muscles might be for aesthetic, not necessarily like brute strength. But I could be wrong.
They're both beasts, man.
Like a firefighter generally might not look necessarily like as aesthetic as Jonathan, but is 10 times stronger.
Maybe. Jonathan's a beast, man. I think that he's very strong.
I'm not doubting he's not strong.
Probably stronger than Joe.
I don't know. I need to see an arm wrestle.
Jonathan's got to be like way taller. Like he's
got mass on him for sure.
Yeah, I think he is. But that's to my point. I think he could push that boulder out right away.
Most likely, yeah.
Especially there have been challenges where Jonathan has outlifted Joe
Probably.
quickly.
Probably.
There has been. They get to the puzzle time, and for the fucking life of me, what am I going to say?
Why is Coach?
Why is Coach doing a puzzle?
Why?
What are we doing? Or what kind of Survivor world?
It was Coach and Chrissy, I think.
Coach and Chrissy against Christian and Emily.
Right. Christian and Emily makes a lot of sense to me.
Christian and Emily is a great duo.
Right. Perfect choice. Perfect choice for the puzzle. Chrissy, I think, okay. Coach, what the fuck?
Why not Tiff? Why not Aubrey? Why not, probably not Surivor, I guess, but Tiff and Aubrey. Get Tiff in there. Why the fuck are we, like, Coach is like, I'm the puzzle guy.
Maybe
I'm the fucking puzzle. No.
Maybe that's what we missed during the schoolyard pick.
No fucking shot. Ridiculous. Blue wins.
Obviously.
Pink loses. Because Coach is running the fucking puzzle.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Exactly.
So
I knew that they were going to lose as soon as I saw Coach grab a puzzle.
Me? Against Christian?
Yeah.
Let's play chess. So stupid. So fucking
What did you
stupid.
expect? What did you fucking expect?
So and then they go to the immunity challenge now, which only has the winning group, which is Ozzy, Devins, Christian, Emily, D, Steph, and Joe. The immunity challenge, you have to hold a pole that has a platform at the end, and you have to keep the ball on the platform while you stand on like
A balance beam, essentially.
or like a plank of some sort. And as time goes on, you have to go a little bit further down the narrow point of the balance beam until you get to the end, and then you just hold till somebody drops. It's classic Survivor. I got nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, I just didn't know if like they had to hold it above their heads or if they could have positioned the pole in other places.
How would they position the pole in other places?
I personally probably would have held it in my under my arms.
I bet it has to be like above your head.
Okay, yeah,
I bet that's the rule. But there's no rule against like balancing it on your head. Like it's like brute holding that shit. Like I said, I thought this is a solid challenge. I thought it was brutal. Absolutely brutal that this was the challenge.
I kind of wish
Steph had to do.
I mean,
after she had just done the holding her arm up thing.
I wish they put timers on the screen so we can see how long these guys are actually out there for.
Yeah, I think that they were doing like 5 minutes and then moving it. They might have said even, but I agree. Like there are some that they do, "We'll stay out here as long as it takes," and then they do give you a little bit more timeline. But this one, they like, it was like they got over to the edge, and a couple minutes later,
Yeah.
it dropped.
I don't know, and normalize, like, people fucking with people.
I don't think that you're allowed to,
Ugh,
but I think you should be able to. That'd be
yeah.
funny.
Like, the peanut gallery can chirp from the sidelines or something, you
Yeah,
know?
like, sometimes, like, they talk, but not chirp too much.
Like, that would be fun.
Um, the moment this challenge happened, I I knew Devins wasn't gonna win. I knew Emily wasn't gonna win. I thought, D, Joe, Steph, Ozzy possible, but Steph wasn't gonna win because of her arm. Ozzy won. Ozzy's a fucking beast. Ozzy now has 8 immunity challenge wins of all time,
Wow.
which is 1 less than the record of 9.
Who has the record?
Boston Rob, I believe it said.
Okay. He probably might break that this season then.
It's possible. It's very possible. There's not that many challenge beasts at the moment, but it all depends what kind of challenges come about and how soon Jonathan goes home and how soon Christian goes home. Because if the moment that it becomes like a puzzle, Christian's gonna win that. It's not gonna be Ozzy. The moment that it becomes, I don't know, like Jonathan can outpace Oz in a lot of things. I think.
Correct. He's
So
not only is he more fit, but he's also younger.
yeah, so it could happen. We'll see. Then the scramble begins. Um, Aubrey feels a target on her back. She says she's gonna be using her idol for sure tonight, no matter what. Um, they talk about how it should be a 7-4 split, 7 on D, 4 on Tiff. There's a whole thing where they have the winning tribe gets their Chinese food
Mhm.
and nothing happened.
Correct.
Nothing fucking happened.
I did they
Why?
agree? I can't remember if somebody said, like, "Let's just not talk game."
I don't care.
I think somebody did say that.
Chrissy probably.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't want it. Why are we taking breaks from the game when the show's on? It's part of the
And
game.
there's no reward in the reward challenge. Like, there was no, like, nobody looking for idols.
There might be, but nobody's looking. Nobody's bringing it up.
Right.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand
I
you.
think they said 50 and they just said, "Fuck it. We don't need to do anything that made people like this show."
I really don't get it. So whatever. There's a push for coach. There's a push for coach to become the target because he's just lying to everybody and bullshitting around and trying to run the show, saying
Yeah.
you vote for Tiff, you vote for D, and nobody wants to vote for D. Nobody wants to put their vote on Tiff. Everybody wants to vote for D.
He was definitely, like, this episode of a mind where it's like his shit don't stink.
I guess, yeah.
He was getting a little big for his bridges. That's how I saw it.
I agree. I agree. I thought this was a unhinged coach episode. I didn't think he was.
What does he call himself? The Dragon
He's the
Slayer?
Dragon Slayer, yeah.
Yeah.
Coach is upset because Christian found out about the 7-4 split, but no shit. I mean, Coach told Devins about it. Of course, Devins is going to tell him.
Are they best friends in real life?
Who, Devins and Christian?
Yeah.
I don't think that they're best friends in real life. I'm sure that they've met a couple times before.
They're friendly for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they seem like they're in love.
Literally. There was a moment where I thought about texting you being like, so Christian and Devins are gay, right? Right? It was a moment I think when they were like on the hammock together, and I was like, you guys just want to make out with each other
I
so
think
bad.
so, and that's okay. I
No,
respect that.
I'm here for it. I
They would.
want a showmance.
That would
If you
really be a twist.
if you cannot give me like insane like hunger strikes type of survival bullshit, give me a showmance between two men.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Am I asking for a lot? CBS? Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know. Let me get Larry on the phone.
So it kind of comes down to whether D or Coach are going to go home. Got it up in the air ish.
But in classic Survivor fashion, like we'll throw two names out there, but we really don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
So I actually had a decent amount that I wrote down about this tribal. I think there's some ridiculous things that are said, um, and there's some things that are worth noting. We get to tribal. They talk about how tough it is to get 14 people on the same page. This is the biggest tribal ever. I think that's cool. Like the biggest single elimination tribal. Um, Joe, he, he goes for this like firehouse metaphor, and then Suri just crashes the metaphor twice, and she's like, "Well, no, no, no," which is kind of weird, but I respect Suri for it. I really.
I do too.
Joe then says he'll never make a firehouse reference again, and that he sincerely apologizes to everybody.
Correct. And everybody laughed. Ha 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 ha.
Then the votes come, or they're I don't know, they get to like the vote portion, and Tiff goes up and she says
Wait,
to
is
the
that
camera,
is that all your notes? Or are you skipping stuff?
uh
You went from saying you have a bunch of notes to saying one thing and then getting to the vote.
dude, I scribbled I so I kind of rushed through this a little bit. It just looked like I had more notes because the Joe thing, Joe Firehouse, Joe this.
That's why I was a little
I got
surprised
some
because there
scribbles.
wasn't too much said at this tribal of major consequence.
Yeah, I must not have just written down when because I wrote down. It's a lot of notes about like what people said when they wrote down
Yeah,
um
the names and
the
stuff.
names and
Although there
stuff.
was a moment where I think Dee stood up and whispered in I don't know whose ear, but was like, "We have the numbers for coach" or something. Like she was trying to do like a mid. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. So she got up and so she told Tiff before tribal. She said, "Listen, I may get up and whisper to people. I'm not saying your name. Stick with coach. We got him." And so she gets up and she goes to Aubrey and she goes to I don't know Devins or she goes to 4 or 5 people and she goes, "Hey, I got the numbers. Let's go for coach. Hey, I got the numbers. Go for coach."
Yeah.
Last ditch effort, clean play. She
I thought the get up whispers mid tribal was crazy
no
because I've
no
never seen that before.
happens in the later seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's as Jeff calls it, alive tribal is what he calls it.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
It's allowed. Clean play.
Okay. All
I
right.
like that. I do when it happens sometimes. Sometimes it's good. This one it was just okay her doing it, but it was a last ditch effort. I respect it. She kind of feels that it's not going to work. She decides to play her shot in the dark. Not safe. As she shouldn't be. 1 in 6 chance. Odds are against her. So there you go. Um, then time to vote. Tiff's word for word what Tiff says. She writes down coach's name. She goes, "You're a self-righteous hypocrite, and I hope I get to write your name down every single day until you go home."
So, I agree with you, Tiffany. Second, what a flip of character from just my viewing perspective. So we went from the beginning of the season to really, I don't know who the fuck Tiffany is. I didn't even know she was on the show. To all of a sudden, Tiffany is like blowing up in confessionals, calling Coach out for being a hypocrite, which is true. But then, like, it just seems like such a dichotomy that the producers have done to this woman.
Yeah, I mean, what? So to her defense, to the producer's defense, I guess she didn't go to tribals early on because she was on the winning tribe.
Right.
To her defense, um, and she does a really good job of controlling her emotion. So you don't see her like getting upset at people. You don't see her creating drama with people, but she does speak her mind in confessional. Why didn't they show her like more confessionals earlier on in the season? Beats me.
Okay.
Beats me.
Because just from my perspective, it just seems like, wow, Tiffany popping off.
Yeah, Tiff's a beast. She's great.
You know, like I thought she was this very like calm woman. Little to find out that
She's
she's
controlled, but
she's a
not
baddie.
calm. She's controlled, but not calm.
Okay, yeah, she exercises temperance quite well.
Yeah, and it's impressive.
Yeah, but I didn't see that coming. I didn't know that. I didn't see that coming for her.
And then coach goes up to vote and he goes, "This is a shot across the bow, as it were." The real dragon, D, is about to get slain.
Cool.
Aubrey goes to play her idol. Dumb fucking stupid play. What?
Well,
She plays it on herself.
she probably felt like she had to based on the last tribal, but she's so fucking stupid. She should have just said no.
You don't have to play an idol.
Exactly.
Ever. Ever.
I was so I was so lost by that move.
Literally, Rizzo told his entire season, Rizzo said, I'm going to play my idol tonight, and never did. Girl, ride that out as long as they will let you. Until you feel actual heat. Nobody was saying, hey, I hear your name, Aubrey.
Exactly.
Nobody.
I feel like she's also delusional.
Oh, yeah. She is. She is the thing with her not being open to working with Genevieve early on.
Yeah. I feel like she has this like sense of where she's like, everybody's out to get me.
Yeah. She's always the outcast. Too.
Me? Everybody's out to get me?
Yeah.
Me. Don't get me.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Crazy. So, yeah. D then plays a shot in the dark because it's not, whatever. And then the votes come in. Coach gets 1 vote. Tiff gets 4 votes. D gets 7. Bye, D. And she leaves graceful. She says, good luck, you guys. Play hard. Make it the best season you can.
Yeah. Respect.
Bye, D.
Respect.
The last winner's gone. I thought, honestly, solid episode. Not the best. Not the worst. I would love an episode where players actually compete against each other. I would love like in a challenge instead of them like running a track together. I want them
instead of running an obstacle course.
Yeah. And then I also want one that is maybe like 20% physical, 80% mental.
Yeah.
We got to flip the script on some of this stuff.
I personally would just like to see like your jackets have been taken away, your rice has been taken away.
Hell yeah.
Now go figure it out. Like I want that. I want that experience. Because right now I'm just watching very comfortable hot people do comfortable hot things on a beach.
Yeah. Looking forward, they like on next week's episode, they didn't really give us much except for it's going to be a little drama. I do think that possibly next week could be Mr. Beast. I feel like I've said that the last 2 weeks, but this next week really could be. And I wonder when they're going to get to the point of like let's hear from the people at home. You want your letters from home or something like that. And there's one cuz one of the teases for next week is like what there's like a double negative to the challenge. I don't know what it is. But there's some sort of double negative to it. So, I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. But I do know that I am rooting for Riz God now. I like how he's
Really?
starting to play the game. He's still annoying here and there.
Team Riz God.
Excuse me.
I just think his ego's a little bit too big.
His ego is, but watching him maneuver through the game, like how he treated Coach, how he's been straight with Suri, like he is playing like he is one with the OG.
He is a student of the game and it shows.
Yeah.
100%.
And so he's growing on me. He really is. I hope he doesn't win. I would love for like
I want Suri to win.
I want Steph to win.
Oh, okay. I'd be cool with Suri or Steph.
Suri would be amazing.
Yeah, I would do Suri or Steph. Personally.
Yeah, if Suri wins.
And I just want Jonathan on my screen as long as possible.
I know you do. He will be no matter what. Now he's on the jury.
True, but like he won't have a shirt. But he'll have a shirt on with the jury.
I kind of think that's why they put D on the jury first. Like they waited to get her out so that she can be like kind of eye candy on the jury every single time.
Maybe.
Kind of. But anyway,
it is about entertainment at the end of the day.
Yeah, I thought solid episode though. Really good episode. I look forward to what they're gonna do next week, and I just hope for just a little bit more gameplay in the moments that they don't have gameplay right now. And I don't think I'm gonna get that, but I'm gonna still hope and talk for it.
Yeah, I would just love, like I said, more struggle.
Yeah,
more struggle.
Okay.
Otherwise, go to a house and call it Big Brother.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. So cool.
Anywho,
You got anything else for the people, man?
I don't. I got nothing else for the people.
Cool. Well, hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Sofa Survivors. If you like what you heard, tell us about it. Send us an email at sofatomatoespod@gmail.com.
Hmm.
Or just like this video or like this podcast, review it, 5 stars, 3 stars. Be honest, we don't care. Um,
At me, hate me, fight me.
yeah. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Peace out.
Bye. Love you.